Next, Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed or server shuts down. Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed or server shuts down.
Recording in progress.
I'll explain. Note down. Is it over? Now, here first deploying, undeploying. The words deploying, undeploying. Okay? Is it over? Now, suppose it's on server. You developed one web application. Okay? This is, if you copy in server, it is called deploying. It is copied. This is if you remove from server, that is called undeploying. Application copied into server, listen with more concentration, it is programming related. It is, methods are there, no? Now main method will not be there, these methods will be there. Otherwise you cannot understand program, already told. Up to first program, every point important, already told. Today class is most important, already told, no? See, web application, see, after teaching also I'll give wrong answer, I'll show you. Now I'll teach. In 5 minutes only, last question. I'll give wrong answers, I'll show you. Now, web application, okay? Web application, after developing, once if you place in server, that is called deploying. If you remove from server, that is called undeploying. Okay, the words deploy, undeploy. It is nothing but uploading, downloading, different terminology you'll call on the internet, like that, deploying, undeploying. If you copy into server, deploying. If you remove from server, undeploying. Okay, now here, you observe, here lifecycle methods, only 3 methods are there. Init, service, destroy. Once you read init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a servlet. Whenever first request comes, no, then only init method called. Okay, whenever first request comes, then only init method called. Service method called by web container for every request. Every request service is going to be called. Okay. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance removed from web container. say whenever object created for solid, that is created, that instance if it is removed from server, then executed. Then solid instance, when it is going to remove, two situations. Whenever application removed, then instance removed. Whenever server if is shut down, see what we'll do generally, Windows operating system will select like this, will shut down here option. Without shutdowning, you are not going to switch off, no? Like that, Tomcat server. First you have to shut down, then you can switch off. Okay, like that, like a Windows operating system style only. Windows operating system is running now, but without shutdowning that Windows, you are not going to switch off. The next time what will happen? Windows may or may not work properly. That server also you have to shut down. Next time it may or may not work. Okay, like that. Now, whenever solid web application undeployed, application removed from server, then destroy called. Whenever you shut down the server, then also called. Now, I explain. I'll ask question, give me answer. First request comes to a solid. How many methods called? First request comes to a solid. How many methods called? See, you observe. One method selecting, two methods selecting. Now, how many people answer one method? How many people answer two methods? See, I said no. One method selected, two methods selected. Now, once you read again. Here, init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a solid. Service method called by web container for every request. Every request means first request also request only, no? I give notes properly. There is no mistake. Okay, is there any mistake in notes? No. I given notes properly, understanding. Now, first request also request only. Then how many methods called? Two methods called. When first request comes, two methods called. Okay. When second request comes, how many methods called? One method. That is service. Third request comes, one method. That is service. Fourth request comes, service. Fifth request, sixth request, last request. Again confusion started. Last request also service only. Destroy not called. What I given? Destroy is called if you shut down. Destroy is called whenever application undeployed. Last request also service only called. Okay? Now, here, see, after teaching also, if I don't ask any question, nothing, you will not get a subject. That's what every day I'm interacting with you. Okay, every day I'm interacting. In Core Java, more interaction required. Otherwise, without Core Java, advanced is nothing. You know very well. Okay, so as compared to advanced Java, Core Java only most important for your career, because maximum questions in interview Core Java only, not advanced Java. Once if you give answers properly in Core Java, they'll continue advanced Java question. If you don't give answer in Core Java, they'll stop interview, they'll send back there only. Even if you are perfect in advance, also wasted. First Core Java only important, remember. That's what Core Java, more interaction I did in Core Java classes. See, here, just now I given. See, just now I given init. Okay. After this, service. Logical part is very less in advanced Java. Core Java only logical part is more. Core Java only more logical part is there. See. Here I give an arrow like this, no? Like this I give an arrow. Now, first request comes. Now first request comes. How many methods called? Two methods. Init, service. Say first request came. Init, service. Second request, only service. Third request, service. Fourth request, fifth request, sixth request, last request. Like that. That's the reason arrow that is. Service again and again called. Last request also service only. Whenever web application undeployed, application is removed from server, then destroy. Okay. Whenever application undeployed, destroy. If you shut down your server, then also destroy. If you shut down, what will happen? Applications automatically undeployed. That means you can undeploy or server is going to undeploy. At last, then destroy called. See, suppose you learn JDBC programs. That code you can write in Servlet also. Because what is JDBC? Not full form. Definition. Specification for developing database applications. What is database application? If any application that communicates with database. Now, in a Servlet program also, you can write JDBC code. This is also communicate with database. Like that also possible. It is internet application, that is not internet application. Whatever you studied previous classes, not internet application. That is standalone application. But this is internet application. Here also you can write JDBC code. Then this application will communicate with database. At the time, first connection establishment required. Later performing the task, creating table, inserting record, updating record, deleting record, modifying record, is all. At last closing a connection. Now, connection establishment, how many times required? One time. That code in which method you ought to write? Init method. That is one time only executed, no? That is inserting, updating, deleting this type of transactions where you ought to write? Service. Connection close where we ought to write? Destroy. Like that we have to select. Whenever very first request comes, then whatever required, that is right in init. Okay? Performing the task, every request you have to task. At the time, service. Last, while removing, memory closing, at the time, that type of operation, clean up activities, destroy. Suppose example you observe. This is yesterday. Client and server, this communication. You have seen this one. This is, I explained yesterday, no? Now static web page, dynamic web page. You studied yesterday. Now you observe. Here, this is Servlet program. This is Servlet program. This is HTML program. Here also we can add HTML. Now, this program connected to database. This program connected to database. In these programs, init, service, destroy. All will write. Now, connection establishment between application and database. That code, where we are write? Init method. Fetching data. Service. Because every hall ticket number, it has to fetch the data. Every hall ticket number, it should load the data. So, every hall ticket number, it is going to load the data. And that is every time required. That is the reason, service. Connection establishment code, one time. That is init method. Connection closing. When this application removed, then close required. Up to that, it has to maintain connection. Okay? But generally, in real time, they will never close. You observe. Suppose Google server started. Are they going to shut down? Never. 24 hours, 365 days. Anytime you open, Google is on only, no? So, 24 hours, 365 days, real-time servers are running. If any problem comes, then only they'll shut down. Okay? Then only they'll shut down. Very rare situation, they'll shut down. Okay? Like that. Here, while loading, while initializing, then init. Again and again required, service. Like here, every hall ticket number it has to load. That is again and again required. Then service. Connection close, destroy. Like that we have to select. Okay, this is a notes I given about life cycle. Now next, sixth point, not completed differences. Differences not completed. Sixth point. Note down. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Here sixth point. Life cycle methods of Servlet. Life cycle, 1 minute. Now sixth point. Life cycle methods of a Servlet are the part of here Java x.servlet.servlet interface. Life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of Java x.servlet.servlet interface. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of java x.servlet.servlet interface. See here class, their interface. These methods are in class. Those methods are in interface. What is the interface? Collection of public static final variables and public abstract methods. But this total definition changed in Java 8. We can write concrete methods also. You studied default methods in interface, static methods in interface, okay, private methods in interface. Totally changed. Studied on Java 8 features, most important features, functional interfaces and 8 functional interface